Speedy on the track.
Stoner stories from King Bangers.
My stoner story was first time I got high. It was me, two of my boys, and I ended up, we were smoking loud, and we were smoking some heme, I think. And my boy was like, yo, you feel high yet? I was like, nah, not yet. That shit kicked in after I hit a mild, and I was high as fuck, bro. I ended up, we was in his house, and he had a bunch of wax fruits. So my dumb ass was high to the fucking, high as a kite, and my mother knew it when I got to the house. And I ended up fucking going to the wax, and I'm like, yo, why the fuck ain't you talking, B? Why the fuck ain't you talking? One of the dumbest moments. And then this nigga like, yo, you gotta go to your house. So I go to my house, and then it was just like, yo, we'll see you tomorrow. So I ended up walking to my house up the hill, and then these niggas just pull up, fucking in the Honda Civic. They pull up, and they're like, I'm about to meet you by your house right now. My mother looked at me like a motherfucker. What the fuck is you doing? After that, I was like, never again.
Oh, man.
Never again, man. My dumb ass was high to the point I was talking to fucking wax orange, bro. I will never forget that shit.
A wax orange.
A wax orange, bro. And if it wasn't an orange, it was an apricot. I'll tell you that. It's one of the fucking two. I will never forget that shit. And I was about 14 or 15, bro. I was working at Riverside Pool. I remember that shit.
So where do you want to take your career? Like, what heights do you want to reach? If you had someone to be like, this is the pinnacle of where I want to be, who would you name?
That's hard, man.
I know. That's why it's a great question.
I mean, in reality though, like I don't want to be like none of these signed niggas, man. Like in my reality, I want to be up like Montana 300, really, because Montana 300 is one of the biggest inspirations from my music ever. Just like the flows he be coming with, the different punchlines he come with, and it's not the same shit, you know. Like the most he talk about, and almost every other song he talk about, he caught 2 bodies. That was it. But every other line you hear, it's like a fucking story, bro. It's not like you don't hear this shit from none of the mainstream niggas no more. It's like once they make it, like they're up here. Once they make it, they're like, yo, I'm gonna just talk about me copping a Fendi belt, blah 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 blah. Nah, nigga, yo, keep talking about that old school shit that you had going on back in the day.
They say like you rap about what you go through. If you ain't going through no, like if you came from real struggle and you not going through that no more, like you can't let this, like you don't let the petty shit get to you because you came from real struggle.
But on the same token though, there's so much more to people's life stories than what we would expect already. So like instead, like I get what you're saying. But on the same token, though, I feel as if like there's more that we don't know about this artist that I'd be willing to listen to. You know what I'm saying? Instead of listening like who can I give as an example? Playboy Cardi, for example, or Rich the Kid. Like they talk about it as yo, chicken and chop, you know what I'm saying? But on the same token, though, they'll talk about all the shit they did now. In music, I see it like this: when you first start out, you talking about what you going through. When you get signed, you talking about what you used to do, and then after that, that's when you talk about like all the greatness that's came to you. Like
Hov
exactly.
Right now. That's all he really has. When you hear Basquiat and everything, that's what he got. If he ain't talking about his kids, something's wrong. What kind of lies he living? I don't want to hear Hov talk about moving pies anymore unless it's past tense.
True, you got a point. I feel like if Jay-Z came out with like an old school ass album though, like if he did like another classic album, just like talking about like how we grew up again, that shit it would change the game automatically. Because it's like you hear all this greatness, but then again, like me, I'm looking for that what happened back then story, you know. That's what I'll be looking for. I'll be looking for the details and all that shit. So when I hear it, I'll be like, oh shit, you know, like I didn't expect this, or nothing like this. Like just be like, oh, this is dope as hell. And it'd be one of them albums that you really listen to though for like months at a time.
So, who's your top 5 greatest rappers?
Dead or alive?
Both. No, we could do a live right now because the dead, it's just. Well, my feeling with the dead people, with the dead rappers, they get a extreme amount of clout already. That all right, Biggie is one of the greatest rappers.
Biggie is one of the greatest.
But he only had 2 albums. Now, what if that third album was ass? What would we have been saying?
You do have a point. Don't get me wrong. You do have a point. But we can't say nothing because we ain't here yet.
Yeah, we ain't here yet, so.
So being that we're here, I mean, my top five live rappers would be, let me see, Jay-Z. It'd be Jay-Z, Jadakiss, Montana 300. Damn, you call me in like the tightest situation right now. There's like so many good artists right now. Let me see, Jay-Z, Jadakiss, Montana 300.
King Bangers.
No, I'm like number 5, man. I'm number 5. Oh, man. I know Jay-Z, Jadakiss, Montana 300. I'm gonna go with Joyner Lucas. And the fifth rapper, man.
Joyner Lucas, that was shocking.
Yeah, Joyner Lucas, man, he's amazing with his music.
I know, but nobody really I had no one to talk
you really
to
gotta be low key with it though. Like you really gotta listen to like what's not signed right now.
You have to search SoundCloud. Exactly. I be on the scathes of SoundCloud.
You wanna laugh? I came about Joyner Lucas though. He did that song Ras Capioni. And that's how I came about that song, and I saw it was like a 7-minute song. And my ass, I was listening to the whole shit, and I was like, yo, I want to hear more from this nigga. This nigga did not have no new music out, so I was bumping that shit for like 6 months. And then when he dropped a new song, I was like, oh man, this motherfucker crazy as hell. And it's crazy because his music is complicated, but at the same time, it's not. You really gotta have an ear for it to listen to Joyner Lucas to understand what he talks about. And I think my fifth rapper is gonna be Gucci. So it's gonna be Jay-Z, Jadakiss, Montana 300, Joyner Lucas, and Gucci. That's it.
Lit. King Bangers, I just need you to tell the people where we at right now.
Yo, look, we at SEL, this is FTG, and you tune in to Visionary Shit Squad.